my name is Yibbi and welcome to Yibbi's Patchworks. This is going to be part 2 of a 3-part series. I decided to record myself making the arms and legs just because I thought it'd be a lot of fun to share the process. I know personally I like to see full processes of things like doll making. I think it just is fun to get a better idea of what goes on behind the scenes, and it was a lot of fun to record, though I will say making and editing this video was a little bit of a challenge. I'm still learning a lot about the process. One of the reasons I wanted to make this channel was because like I said, personally, I enjoy seeing dolls being made, especially these textile dolls. There's just something about putting something together with fabric and sewing. I think sewing in general is so interesting. It's a craft that's been around for a very long time, and just recently I started really opening up to it. Prior to this, I'm more of a traditional artist, or I like to do paintings and drawings, but I have been kind of searching for something different in my life, and I've taken up sewing and making dolls as kind of this process to really learn something new and try to kind of hone in on a new skill that I think my original art wasn't really doing for me. And so far I've been having a lot of fun, and I'm kind of building this collection of dolls that I've never really done before. I've never had dolls. I've never really been a doll person, ironically. When I was a child, I used to be quite scared of dolls. And as I got older, I started to see the beauty and the interest in creating these little characters and being able to see what really makes them interesting, I guess. Like I said in my last video, I think there's something so nice about giving these little creatures, little whatever you make, these personalities, and giving them a name and dressing them up, and I find it so charming and fun. So I thought, as I'm going along this journey and making these dolls, I want to share my process along with it. And I think it's kind of a learning experience that if you are interested in learning how to make them yourself, you can watch along and maybe pick up tips. And I'm also open to tips from anybody else who maybe has more experience in this. I know I'm usually pretty inspired by other people I see online making them. A lot of what I'm learning is from YouTube, is from blogs and different types of people who just post their own doll processes. So I really do hope you enjoy my channel. I'm in this new stage of my life where everything is a little bit different, and I'm kind of opening up to a lot of new things that I've never done before. And so I hope that you are excited or open to coming along that journey with me. Now, to go on to back to the doll video, I guess. Right now I am just sewing and I'm actually turning inside out the arms and legs, which was a big challenge. Especially the arms are always a little tricky because they are so small, but thankfully, like I said the last video, the thread that I'm using, which is a 68% polyester and I believe 50% cotton, it is really strong, and no matter, even though I'm putting all this pressure with the tongs, they didn't tear, didn't come apart. And I also I'm using a backhand stitch to sew, which I think really helps with the strength and helps prevent a lot of the holes that typically come up. Now I'm just putting her together. This part is a little bit tricky. I try to do an invisible stitch along the edge. First I sew the bottom up together, then I attach the arms and the legs over the finished body, and that I also don't stuff them fully. I only stuff the arms and legs about halfway so that she has a little bit more mobility and you can move her around. But this part of the process is a little tricky, especially in the legs. I haven't really found a way to kind of hold her down. I notice pins sometimes get in the way, and I don't have any clips at the moment, but that is something I'm going to experiment with in the future. Other than that, I'm almost done with her. After this, I'm probably going to do some slow stitching into her body, which is my favorite part. I love adding her finishing touches, or the finishing touches of any of my dolls. because that's really where my creativity takes off from there. I kind of just go where it takes me. And so after this video, that's what I'll be doing, and hopefully that should be the last video before I try something new. I think I would like to make longer videos in the future, maybe more quiet videos where I'm not talking so much. But right now my house is a little bit loud. It's very hot where I live, so we have a lot of ACs on at the time. But like I said, she's almost done, and we'll be able to give her a name and maybe make her some nice clothes as well. And other than that, I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope you don't mind my narration. And if you would like to like and subscribe, that would be a big help. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day and stay safe.